So a few days ago, we asked about have Nicki Minaj and Wayne ever been physically involved into an intimate relationship or just have basically had sex together, and we've got the answer. So it's only right to do the other member who was the other young money member, the three people who are visual royalty basically of the young money crew and the big three. So it's time to know, have they ever done something? Have Nicholas and Drake ever, been close together and like gotten real close and hot and sweaty and intimate and all that stuff? So we first had the full card reverse, which means that if it was to be done, it would have been a foolish decision because she knows that he runs his mouth and she knows how he is and she knows how he gets. And I also kept hearing that she is such a tease and she is basically, like such a cock block, as in like she will lead him on or like keep flirting with him and keep just egging him on and leading him on. But she will turn him down or just say, boy, get your like get out here and like get your ass out of here and just laugh it off and everything, because she knew that once that like line would have been crossed, there is no bouncing back from dance. Actually, like she knows that once it would just hit that line, everything might just kind of like spiral out of control, or it would have gotten like strictly physical, or it would have just damaged the relationship, knowing that it was already um going to be damaged because he is a petty man. And that is just the honest truth. He is a very petty person. um they didn't do anything physical. He still is, like hurt, mad, salty over the fact that he couldn't hit it. That's what I keep hearing. I couldn't hit it. Like, he can't, he didn't hit it, he couldn't hit it. And also the fact that no matter how much effort he would put into just chasing her or just, taking her out and just splurging on her or just showing her off or whatever, she would always just block his motives, or just like block his needs, or just like his most wanted shit, which is his desire for her. She would just block that shit and just violently kind of like reject it or just playfully turn him down. And it did make him hold a little bit of a grudge against her, or lots of it, because he felt like he was not taken seriously and just rejected by her. And each time he would just, be so much more in his feelings and he would get so much more petty. And no matter how hard he tries to tone that down, it had gotten the best of him because he felt like he was just doing way too much and she wasn't meeting him halfway, or she wasn't even trying to keep up with him or just, keep the friendship or just give this a chance, because he has feelings for her and he's had feelings for her since fucking forever. He has feelings for her because we've had lovers card, and it was quite obvious that he really was feeling her, and it was more than just a crush, because he would just carry her around. He would just say, I'm going to marry you. They would flirt. They were attracted to each other, all right, but she knew that it would affect the bigger picture at any given time. She knew that, and she also knew that he was just messing with just more than one person, because um even with when he was with the Rihanna, he was still feeling on her and flirting with her and hitting on her and shit. So it's like, I know that he's messy, and I know that he's also playing for the other team because he was giving signs of bisexuality and stuff like that ever since the beginning. And she was like, I don't want to indulge in stuff like that anymore, even though he would like always be showing her love, or just he that's the thing though, like he would show her love and expect her to repay him or like do the same, and she does the same, but he would expect it on more of like a, oh come on, give me what I want. Of course they'd still be flirty till now because he's charming, she's charming, she is flirty, that's her nature, she would always stay that way, but she is loyal. So therefore that that was something that would definitely kind of like trigger him or kind of like trick him off. And it was pure pettiness and pure childishness because he was like, she's acting such a bitch about that. Like, I'm sure many other people hate it. And he was just acting immaturely. And he also, as much as his notoriety got bigger and everything, he started feeling himself even more, and just decided to kind of like try out and test out the other people and just like the other fields and everything, and just let it go because his feelings and his ego just got really hurt and deflated when it came to Nikki. So he kind of put that shit at the back, like to the back of his head, and threw it out and everything, and just focused on trying to do something else, trying to branch out and everything, and just went on his own. But even though he was going solo and he was basically, navigating through his own life and shit like that and everything, and he was gaining accolades and everything, he was always watching her. He was always still angry at her. He would always, feel like he has to compete to get her attention. He would always feel like, no matter what is gonna happen, she's gonna, like come back to me, or like we're always going to find our way to one another. We're always going to find our ways back. So there was that attraction, there was the connection and everything. She always has that soft spot for him, like regardless, because I do feel like they really were feeling one another even on her part, but at the same time, she wouldn't act on it, and he would act on it all the time because she knew that it wouldn't be beneficial for her, and she knew that it wasn't something that she would give it her all, simply because at times she couldn't take him seriously. So let's see, what else can we guess about all of this? How did Drake feel when Nicki Minaj kept rejecting his advances? I feel like this has also played a major role in some of their falling outs. Like whenever she would do something like that, it would just, make him feel like I just keep losing. Like I just have to move on, move forward, and do something better for myself and whatever. But he would always gravitate towards her and just get back right where he left it with her. But let's see, how did Drake feel when he gets rejected by Nicki Minaj for his relationship advances or anything? Yeah, he would feel like she was being stingy, and she was just acting out of just fear, or just not wanting to do something like this because she is just petty, and she's just deciding not to do that because she enjoys being treated badly. He was like, I could give you like something, I could give you the luxury, I could give you everything, we could try, we could branch out, so we can be, like the next B and J, we can be something. But she's like, I don't want that. Nikki wants her, like love thug story basically, and she enjoys, yeah, shit, everybody does enjoy a little bit of toxicity in their lives, like regardless, because how else we're gonna learn. But he would just be like, you're doing way too much, you're too indecisive, like why won't you just be in it just like I am just telling you. So he just decided to kind of like drop it after being rejected for so long and after getting turned down for so long, and he just repressed his feelings and decided to cut it short and head somewhere else and just put up his walls. And she definitely felt, hurt, felt neglected, felt sad at the fact that, like that was just something that you were really going after, and now that I'm not willing to give it to you, it's put a dent in our connection and relationship. It's kind of made the relationship, sorry, stale a little bit, but at the end, it's kept getting, you know, it's gained a little bit of its balance back, even though there are lots of insecurities and lots of just rocky parts that they be experiencing together. But after lots of confessions and lots of tension and awkwardness and everything, and lots of no communication falling out and just disconnection and everything, they moved forward. They tried to move past it, even though he acted really pettily and immaturely, and he ganged up with lots of her foes, I'd say enemies, even her ex, the abuser, whatever, Meek Mill, and even other people just to shit on her and rain on her parade and everything, and lots of manipulations, lots of that. She was blunt with it. She said her truth. He said his too. But there is always still that sneakiness and a little bit of mistrust because, you hurt me more than once. But they keep always going back to one another. And, yeah, they just keep gravitating towards one another, just like a flame to the moth. So, no, he didn't get the physical parts. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. He didn't get the physical parts. He got salty over that. This was one of the reasons why he definitely kind of fell back, or they just cut one another. And amongst like many other ones, of course, was he didn't get it. He didn't get the cookie. So yeah, we have gotten the answer of that question that's been haunting me for like years and forever. And I definitely do a reading on just their real feelings towards one another and how do they really view one another. In no time soon. So until then, let's just enjoy all the other readings.